Hey guys, Needle here, and believe it or not, for a second straight day, I've made a blunder. I recorded the whole Gabe Jackson tape, and what did I do? I didn't have my earphones in, so I wasn't hearing anything, and I forgot to mute the videos. So it's me talking over Matt Millen and such. So can't use it. I will be redoing it. And I want to do a blind look at Gabe Jackson, and this won't be as blind for the I think second straight day. We will survive. What I want to say first of all is thank you very much for all the suggestions that you've all made towards the players. Definitely going to look at probably all of them. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do videos on all of them. I just don't see the ability to sit down and do it. Each time I sit down and do a guy where I'm taking notes on them, it can run me an hour to 2 hours just on the notes before I even try to do videos. And typically I screw up enough that I need to redo the videos, and my editing skills are brutal. So we just kind of go one take, kind of like Ron Burgundy. So, just definitely what I want to do though is I want to watch them, and I want to create some type of value board. I did it last year. I'll do it again this year. And if you have interest in players that I don't do videos on, there's a value board already up on zonereads.com. The guys over there do a great job. They put together an entire 7-round mock draft earlier this week. I trust a lot of their opinions. I helped them a lot. Not so much this year, but in the past. And I plan on helping during this NFL season when I get a chance. It's just that this offseason has been crazy for me, and I really wish I was able to get into the draft a little bit sooner. So I'm not going to get anywhere near the number of players done that I really wanted to. But, so, I want to do Gabe Jackson today. I will get to Calvin Pryor. It's just I was not able to do all the video work that I wanted to with the notes. But I want to make sure I get at least one video done today. And so I want to get as many videos out. There's going to be a little bit more blind looks, which are a little sloppy. I know that. But, I think we're just interested in looking at the players. And offensive linemen we can do blind because they're offensive linemen, and we just want to see what they're doing. So let's get right into Gabe Jackson. No more time wasted here. 6'3", 336 pounds. His 40 time was 5.51 at the combine. Put up 30 reps on the bench. So the concern for Gabe Jackson, I believe, going into the season, drafting and all that stuff, is his size of his weight. Big guys tend to stay big. They don't tend to get smaller. And I think that might be a concern for some teams. So, maybe that's why he's dropping or not jumping up as high as I think he should. I watched his bowl game. I was really impressed with his bowl game. Watched the Alabama game, and he looked shaky at times in the Alabama game. We're going to watch the LSU game. And if the last broadcast had lasted, you would see I got really excited watching him. So we're just going to have to get excited again, or at least I am. So he's playing left guard, and a lot of the concerns I've seen with him is footwork issues at times. He's not taking good steps off the ball, and as an offensive lineman, big thing is that you need good first steps, because that's how you're going to win your one-on-ones against defensive tackles, especially aggressive D tackles. This number 9 for LSU is really, he's got a good motor, he fights well. This is a good battle throughout the game. As we're watching it start off, we're seeing him. This is another issue I was having with Gabe right here. This is a pass blocking. He tends to do quite well in pass blocking, but the issue I have is I think he stays engaged too long. I like seeing guys engage, get their hands on the defender, then get their hands off of the defender, and then re-engage by attacking the defender again. If you notice, Jackson just kind of stays with them. And I think it just allows the defender to control you for too long. It just lets him kind of, use his hands, whereas an offensive lineman, you're not really allowed to use your hands that well. So I think that's one issue. It might be a coaching issue because when I watch the entire Mississippi State line, they typically do that, all of them. So, that's something to watch with him. In the Alabama game, it definitely is concerning because he gets beat inside a few times. Okay, and this is a great job by him. This is a great double team. And watch them get off the ball, guard, tackle. Jackson gets the right side of his right side of the defender, able to kind of clean up here, and they get a good drive off the ball. And hey, that's what you're asking for out of your lineman. A little shaky frame rate here, but he gets into his guy. Yet again, I just think he's engaged too long. But you know what? He's got a great base. Watch where his kind of feet are. He doesn't really get caught leaning too much towards the end here. He's leaning a little bit, but I think he used that size he has to his advantage. You're not going to just run over him. Though I think in the Alabama game he does get run over. This is kind of the issue. He's covered up. He can't really, he's right here, standing up. And the guy's coming inside, and he kind of gets just run by. We have down tackle, linebacker, tackle. Center's probably calling and saying, we got a fan out. And what fan means, he's going to take the linebacker, this guard's going to take the tackle, he's going to take the outside player, and Gabe has to take this inside player. I think the little miscommunication, because you see he kind of goes outside first, and that's just real easy inside rush. And fortunately, the Mississippi State quarterback's quite agile and is able to gain a lot of positive yards, but overall, for Mr. Jackson, that is a negative play. Here's a double team again, driving off the ball, and this is what I love about Jackson. Maybe his footwork gets a little shoddy at times, and a little slow off the ball, and 336, his speed isn't there. But man, you see a double team, and our center has to get up off this block to get to the linebacker. Watch what Jackson does. He overtakes where the center was and never allows his defensive tackle cut under and make a play. He cuts him off. So there's no way that he could potentially make a play. That's great footwork. That's great, just understanding when to go. And good job by both of them, really. Center and the guard. Here we see Jackson engage, kind of get pushed back, and it kind of proves my point in the sense of how well he looks when he re-engages. Now, it's not intentional. He gets kind of blown up a little bit, so that's not great. But he rallies, keeps his feet under him, re-engages his hands, and that defensive tackle had no chance in the play. So I really like that play from Jackson, despite it maybe looking like he got hit a little hard, knocked back. He did, but loses balance, but he rallies himself. He contain, having good footwork under you like this. Look at his base; it's nice and wide. And he's got a nice little bend to him. And then he gets low again when he knows the guy's coming, and boom, he gets his hands out, just never allowing this defense tackle to take control, even despite the defense tackle getting a good rush to start. Really exciting play there. And this is what I want to see out of guards too. I want to see their ability up to the second level. He gets up there and cuts off this linebacker. Does a great job at it. Love seeing that. That's good football. We'll jump ahead. Here's Jackson playing left guard. And this is a nice play here. Watch him engage his hands engage, and then sits back and just shadows the guy. He's not trying to hold on to him or anything, not trying to stay engaged. He actually engages, disengages, and said, come at me. And the defense tackle never does, and the defense tackle makes zero effort on the play. A little choppy. This frame rate, for some reason, during the middle of the game gets a little choppy. Gets into his guy. He comes off the ball low, and this is not a great play by him. Now, does he use his right foot first? His right foot leaves first. This is great. He knows he's got to get to the right side. The left side of the defender, his right side, get Jackson's right side. So I get his helmet across, gets it across, gets kind of a nice little leverage on the guy, takes his right arm, kind of turns the player a little bit, and puts his ass into the hole. And just, overall, that's a great job by Jackson because, trying to cut a guy off, tough. Now, could he have been called for holding here? It's close, man. It's close. I like the official here. See the official's eyes? Where's it looking? Guy right at Jackson, huh? This guy looking right at him, saying, might have been a hold there, buddy. But he gets away with it, and here's a good look. See him turn the guy, gets his ass into the hole, and really, it's just terrific. It's a terrific play by him. Do a couple more plays. A little bit on the short end here with Jackson. But, another double team, trying to get up to the linebacker. Don't really get a chance to see it fully. Here he is. Again, watch his left foot. This is what I want to watch, his left foot. It's the left foot leave first. Good first step. Now he's got to get across this guy's face. He's got to get across his face, does it. See where his helmet placement is? On his outside shoulder, defense tackle's outside shoulder. And on outside run, that's where you want to be. Look at this hole that's created. We have our lead block hitting this guy. The cut block there by the fullback is awful. Why would you cut block in the hole and not allow the running back or the quarterback to have any opportunity? That blew it right there. If he just blocks him head on, it's just one-on-one with the safety. Our guard did a great job. Our tackle did a great job. Our lead blocker did a horrific job. Watch this. What is this? Look at this. If he just blocks him, look at this hole. Look at this hole. What does he do? Why does he cut him? Why is he cut there? That just blows this terrific job that Jackson does. Look, he cornered the guy. He gets across his face. This is a terrific play. Cross him, and then he turns him. Oh. As a lineman, you just gotta sit there and go, why would he do that? Oh, man. Okay, another pass block situation. Or a draw. What's this draw? Wasn't watching backfield action. Draw. He's got to turn this guy more. The center got obliterated. That's no good. Or right guard. I take it back. Sorry, center. And here, another engage, re-engage. Engages. Gets pushed back a little bit, but, that's okay. You can give up a little ground. Inside, it's not like tackles on the outside where, give up all the ground you want. You can't give up too much ground as a guard or center. But you're allowed to give up some, especially on 7-step drops. You can give up some. And he gives up some, but see, he stabilizes himself. He's 2 yards off the ball now, 3 yards most. Still good cushion between the quarterback and him, but he can't give up any more yards. He knows it. Puts himself, anchors himself well. That's a good play. I'll tell you, these flashes you see out of him are real nice. Real nice. Now that he turns this guy again, how many times do you see it to sit there and go, wow, this guy can do it? He turns this guy. He gets there, his butt is in the hole again. That's great. That's just terrific. Okay. I don't think there's much more we have to see. I will say this. If you do watch the Alabama game, it gets a little rough. And I think the Alabama game, maybe his size a little bit, 6'3", 336, concerns teams. So you have those two factors right now. They're probably keeping him out of the first round. Because as far as technique-wise, he is sloppy at times, but it's nothing that can't be corrected. I watched the Mississippi State offensive line. I never really want to go at the coaches, being involved in the sport. I don't want to really go at coaches, but I'm curious as to the style that they're being taught. Because, first of all, it's not NFL style. You're not going to just sit there and hold a guy in line of scrimmage. It's never happening. You have Sue or Fairley or Watt across from you. I want to say Ndamukong. Couldn't say it. But you have those type of guys sitting across from you. You're not going to just sit there and hold them. They're going to break your wrist by clubbing down your hands. It's not happening. So the engage and stay engaged. It's not happening in the NFL. So that will change. And I think some of his footwork stuff is going to have to really be worked on. That's some stuff that's really going to be worked on. But you know, that's what probably keep him out of the first round. But you see these flashes where he takes a great left step, crosses the guy's face, and then pins him to inside the line. That's a terrific job. That's not something every guard in the nation's doing. So, I really like that. I think a lot upside here. I said the concerns. So, with Jackson, I like him a lot. It's one of my favorite guards. We'll see where he ends up when I do my value board. I think I'm probably going to put him higher than most, but we will see on that. Like I said earlier, I'm probably going to do more blind looks of offensive linemen. Maybe throw in a wide receiver or two here. So there was a lot of interest. I really appreciate suggestions, guys. I was not expecting as much interest as I got. So that makes me really excited, and I love that people are into the drafts right now. That's great. I just really wish I had more time to get into this stuff. But I'll do what I can. I'll get everything out that I can. Maybe even after draft, if there's some interest in some guys, I can still do a couple more. But as is, Calvin Pryor hopefully will be the next guy I do. Otherwise, I'll just go through the list you guys gave me and hit up another player. So I think Marcus Martin was just announced that he'll be attending the draft. So maybe we'll hit him up for a blind luck. So, alright guys, really appreciate you watching, and check out Zone Reads for the mock draft they did and their value board. And as always, Draft Breakdown is so awesome that they put together a website that has all these videos up that someone like me can go through them. So I appreciate you guys, appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you soon.